Hello, San Diego! Let's make some noise! Come on, I can't hear you! It's Comic-Con after all, right? We're all here in the city that always sleeps, San Diego. A lot of old people, am I right? Well, not you guys. You're all pretty young, except you. You're really old. What are you doing here? All right, every year I make some video explaining how I can't make it to Comic-Con this year because I'm a spy and I work hard, but this year I got a lot of time off. So I'm here, live, right here, baby, right? You excited? I can tell some of you still doubt that I'm actually here, so I'll prove it to you. All right, let me see. You sir, get up. Right there, you on the right there, you, get up. All right. How about that? That proves it, right? All right, on the left, the woman in the red, get up, stand up, you, stand up. You there, you up? Stand up again. Stand up, the woman in the red with the thing in your hair, the pink thing in your hair. Yes, you! I'm sorry, that finger was not for you, it was for the guy behind you. I hate beards. Alright, so I'm here. I'm actually excited to be at Comic-Con. I even brought a disguise so I can walk the floor without everybody thronging me. Right, so here's Strong Guardians, baby! Right? I am Star-Lord, I hate that movie! I had a raccoon with me, but it got away. I bet if you see a stray raccoon around Comic-Con in the daylight, just go ahead and pick it up. Don't worry. I love cuddles. As do I. You in the pink sweater. Maybe we'll cuddle later. Maybe I'll take off your sweater. It's very hot. It's San Diego. Alright, so I'm gonna go hit the floor. There's a limited edition Bob's Burgers Gucci Kopi glow-in-the-dark vinyl figure with my name on it. Literally. So have a good Comic-Con, everybody!
Now at this time, please welcome our panel. He plays Krieger, Lucky Yates. She plays Pam, Amber Nash. She plays Cheryl and Charlotte, Miss Judy Greer. The one and only Lon Kane, Aisha Tyler. She plays Mallory Archer. Please welcome Jessica Walter. The man of the hour, Sterling Archer, H. John Benjamin. Our co-executive producer, Casey Willis. And our moderator today, the executive producer of Archer, please welcome Matt Thompson.
Hello.
No,
Hi, that works. Hey guys, thanks everybody for being here.
Hey, give it up for John Solberg, everybody.
Lots happened since our last Comic-Con panel. For one thing, this happened. No, not that either. That happened.
slightly transsexual black woman.
Amber Nash.
We also just got nominated for season 8 for Dreamland. Awesome. There's a lot of great things happened last season. One of my favorite things that we did was having Aisha Lana sing. Yeah! And you guys know she actually was the one singing on
It was actually me singing, yeah, and I enjoyed that because you called me and you said, hey, Lana's gonna be a torch singer, can you sing? And I said, I can. And then you pulled the phone away and said, okay, and I know you guys had a backup lined up on the payroll.
We did have a backup.
You did, I know you had a backup lined up. And I came in and I sang, and then there was like this long pause, and then you were like, oh, you can actually sing, all right. Cool, that's amazing. And then like every time I sang, you were still surprised. Like any minute I was gonna turn and tongue ties and be like, summertime and a liberty day. So I got to sing on the show, which was cool.
But you weren't the first person to ever sing on Archer.
The sexy, sexy Charlene.
So, Judy, tell us, how was it to sing on Archer?
I was never asked if I could sing, and no one ever asked me if I would sing. It was never even addressed. They had just already hired another person to sing. So, thanks for that, for your faith in me.
That was our pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I cannot sing, by the way. They were right. Hire that talented chanteuse.
Ooh, but you speak as a French.
Turns out I know that word.
One of the cool things we did this year, and speaking of being able to do great things, was our own Dr. Krieger speaking German for
Whoa.
our season.
Yeah. Hey, that's an easy language to learn in a week.
Hey, Lucky, why don't you say a bunch of stuff in German for us now?
Jawohl, Herr Kommandant.
Lucky doesn't sing German, but he went through an incredible amount of preparation for these episodes. It was really great.
I did. I literally, like, I was scared shitless that I was going to be the guy that screwed up the show forever, right? And
You are that
Yeah,
guy.
you're totally that guy. I don't know why you think you're not that guy.
You are that guy.
Totally that guy.
Thanks. That's the end of my story. And so, like, Adam wrote all this shit in German, and man, so the guy who plays opposite Krieger during most of the episode back in the German flashbacks, a guy named Hans that plays that old commander, and they had Hans recorded all of my lines in German, and I spent like from morning till night. Flashcards, and I just listened to Hans and like trying to, because I went from zero. I didn't spoke no German whatsoever. It was really not an easy language. And yeah, it was a really intense week, and I'm so glad I got through it. And I was like, oh my God, please never again. And the next script, like I think his first word was in German again. I was like, oh fuck, no, not again, no. And it was like,
Yeah, you gotta pick another language for him next.
Such
What
a
is the most difficult
beautiful-
language we can pick for him to speak next season?
Mandarin.
Cantonese.
that's a breeze.
The third Japanese language, the one that all the kanji is like 1,000 years old. That one. Yeah, Shinto. Aramaic.
One of my favorite gags from last season was all these slides. All these traveling buddies that Archer had. It kind of became like a thing, and I loved it, but I was wondering, John, specifically, is there any travel stories you have, like anything involving a rental car or anything you want to talk about for a travel
You have to
story?
listen to Aisha's podcast for that. I told the whole story.
Has anybody heard John's episode of my podcast?
Yeah, it'd be a long haul to tell it now, but essentially, I'll break it down for you. It was not Comic-Con. It was not Comic-Con, right?
No, we were off of TCAs.
It was
TCAs.
right. So it was, yes, and I had all-night diarrhea before.
Oh my.
Pretty much all-night diarrhea, and then before I even met the cast or you. Met you for the first time after having diarrhea.
Hilarious
And
story.
It's funnier if I tell the whole thing.
If my podcast is available to everybody on the internet, girlonguy.net, John was the very first episode of my show that I did, and it's an epic self-inflicted wound story that it involves explosive fecal matter and strangers having to touch his poop. Somebody gets tipped way less than they deserve for cleaning up a spray of ejecta from John's cum.
Yes. I want to thank the valet at the whatever that hotel was.
The
What's the St. Regis in Pasadena?
He cleaned my rent-a-car that I shit all over.
I almost died laughing at that story. Like
it was really good.
Yeah.
So is the lesson that you have to be 25-year-old and have explosive diarrhea to rent a rental car?
25 years old and please don't have explosive diarrhea.
From Big D Rentals, yes.
To be fair, it was a Yaris, so fuck that car.
Jessica, any comment?
Luckily the playback here is so bad sitting here that I can't really hear what they said.
You don't need to. I'll tell you later.
It is lucky.
I get
I'll tell you later.
John's full of poop, that's what we said.
This last season, we also had Jessica playing a crime boss named Mother, although for the very first time, she was not Archer's actual mother in this series. What did you think of that, Jessica? How did that go?
I loved Dreamland and I loved the whole idea, but I did miss being Sterling's mom. There's something about, and I am allowed to say because the producers told me that I could say that I am in season 9, I am his mom again. Thank you. There's something it makes her more vile that she does what she does to her son rather than someone who's not her son.
Great.
That's a good point. Yes, thank you. It's good to hear it from your mouth. So nothing.
It's the playback, I can hear it.
It's going to be a problem the whole time.
Judy, this past season, you played Charlotte Vandertunt, heiress to the vast Vandertunt publishing fortune.
Yeah.
And, there's this big thing with you letting Zerk down gently. Zerk, played by a sound effects machine.
It was literally sound effects of a bear. Sped up and slowed down.
I was wondering, Judy, who was your biggest crush growing up? Do you have any crushes now?
Growing up, it was Jeff Hunt, and now it's probably, obviously my husband, but also like Matt Damon. Matt Damon, are you here?
Definitely
Is
here.
there another Bourne
He's
movie
definitely.
coming out, and maybe he's at Comic-Con, because this could be my chance. Sorry, husband.
Who is here?
He is here, so that's awesome. But my husband's here, and Matt Damon.
He just walked out, yeah.
I'm sorry, was here.
Amber, Poovy's storyline, for me, was like a big heart of season 8. And like many noir stories, Poovy ended up with a broken heart at the end.
Yeah.
Not to rub salt in the wound here, but here's some pictures that we have never been seen before about what happened with more of that story. And I was wondering if you could tell me what's happening in these pictures, which you haven't seen before.
Okay. That's just a good old-fashioned Chinese backyard barbecue.
I like that you're serving hot dogs and duck.
You want to make everybody happy.
So many ladies.
So many women.
That's an old-fashioned mahjong game, which gets pretty spicy.
What are you saying right in that?
Suck it, ladies.
Literally.
And this is probably the cutest one. I was wondering what you guys were listening to on the radio that day.
We were listening to the Green Lantern radio program.
I was not aware that the Green Lantern had a radio
Is
program.
that a thing?
Or
The Green Hornet? Is that one?
Sure, that is one too.
Yeah.
You can't tell if Poopy's a man or just taping her boobs down.
Right? But I love that you guys chose to put lipstick on Poopy.
That was actually, we debated that like so many times. We went back and forth on it. Does Poopy have lipstick on? It's probably a really boring story. It's just me and Casey going, should she have lipstick on? And at the end of the day, when we looked at the pictures of her without lipstick, it didn't look enough like her with all the other
You know,
changes that happened.
I gotta say, Judy, she kind of looks like Matt Damon. He has a really pretty mouth.
He does, doesn't he? How have I not been in a Jason Bourne movie? Sorry. I'll save that for a talk show.
This past season, there's a lot of very, very graphic images. Dead Bernice, Krieger's dogs killing and killed. But for me, the most graphic of the whole season was this, because I found it so disgusting. Roasted guinea pig dish from South America. They blowtorch the hair right off of it. I was wondering what anybody might think the strangest thing they've eaten before is.
Wait, are those kidneys that are still in?
Yeah.
Yes.
They are? They're served with kidneys in?
Look at those tiny.
I was just in Peru. I ate this twice.
What?
Yeah,
Guinea pig.
I was in Peru Christmas time. I ate it once in Lima and then once in Cusco.
Are you joking?
I'm serious as heart attacks.
Wait, what are those
I
little-
posted photos on my Instagram. It tastes like angry chicken.
Casey, I know what you're gonna say. What is
Yeah,
it?
what
What's
was
the
the
weirdest
weirdest
thing?
thing?
I,
Case.
I just got back from Japan where I ate raw horse.
I really wish that there was no S and E at the end of that sentence.
Coming up next, the BoJack Horseman.
You're wrong.
A girl can dream.
How was that?
It was,
Did you feel like you were eating a friend? Because horses are.
but on the flight back, I swear to God, on the flight back, Secretariat and Seabiscuit were two of the choices for movies. So I watched them both.
I'm gonna find the picture of me eating the guinea pig because I have like a little hand like sticking out of my mouth, so I'll repost it.
So you were saying that you have a little hand?
My hands are big and masculine. I could masturbate with like 2 fingers and it would be super effective.
Wow.
Well, it's a nice transition into this picture.
There are people under 18 in the room, guys.
Speaking of masturbating,
She's gonna use all 5 for this one. This ain't gonna be no 2-finger.
Oh, hello. Tasteful yet confusing.
what do you think you're thinking that day?
Me? Oh, probably something about like being
Matt Damon?
obviously Matt Damon. About Matt Damon choking me? Obviously.
And this one I think is just titled, Who's Ready for Summer?
Always a hot
Put your clam diggers on.
It's always time for a good hot dog.
Was it yesterday that was National Hot
I
Dog
think
Day?
so.
So, great.
Look at that.
You could serve so much dip in that hat.
We were also doing the art for this season. We did a bunch of mug shots of people, and so I was going to show a couple of these mug shots, and at the same time I was going to ask you a question about 1940s slang. So John, what is a armored heifer?
What is an armored heifer?
Yes.
A dead cow.
It's a can of milk.
Can of milk.
So close.
Can of milk. Okay.
Can of milk.
Can of milk. Armored heifer. That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Jessica,
Yeah.
what is an Abel Grable?
Betty Grable? Abel Grable?
A working woman.
Ooh, very good. Girl with low morals.
Oh, God. Same thing. Same thing.
The lovely Lana, proving that she was deep undercover. Aisha, what are peggers?
What are who?
Peggers.
Peggers. P-E-G-G-E-R-S.
That's somebody that
The
puts
word
their
is
pee in
peggers.
your poo-poo.
What was that?
Their pee-pee in your poo-poo.
I think she's saying pee-pee in your boom boom.
No?
Pegger.
Yes.
Peggers.
Anybody else? Peggers?
Maybe
wrong?
breasts.
Is that like when you make your pants tighter at the bottom?
Oh my God!
Whoa!
Judy Greer for the win. Pants tapering to a narrow opening at the cuff.
I really feel like my answer was better, guys. And I also feel like my answer was accurate. And right after I posted
I
the
agree.
eating guinea pig, I'm going to look that up on the internet. Talk amongst yourselves.
Do you know how to use the internet, Aisha? I wasn't sure.
So hard. Mainly for porn.
Judy,
Just go to your home screen.
have you ever been arrested?
Have I been arrested?
Yes.
Not that I know of. No.
Not as good of a story as I was hoping for.
I know. I haven't. I don't know. I've been pulled over, but that's not being arrested.
Not at all.
Lucky?
What? Yes, that's
Have you
me.
been arrested?
Have I been arrested? Yes, of course. Why would I not have been arrested? Is that really the only question you have for me? Is somebody else's
What were
question?
you arrested for?
I was 19 years old and I was fighting outside of a bar that I shouldn't have been in the first place.
A real scrapper.
I had a smart mouth.
Yeah?
I didn't throw the first punch, needless to say. The cop threw the rest of them. The cop immediately stepped in and started beating the shit out of me.
No.
Yeah, in the city of East Detroit.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
John, what's up? All right, have you guys heard we're giving some shirts away here today? But there's something that's really cool about it, which is all of them can be activated if you have the Archer PI app and you download it. All the shirts, there's 4 unique animations that each one of them, 5? Oh,
There's a bonus, secret bonus one.
and they all do something slightly different. We're going to try to show you what it is. I've just got to have an iPad with the Archer app on it. And if you hold it up to the shirt, there you go.
Oh, future shirt.
It says, hi, my name is Brett, for those of you who Brett the Bullet Catcher. That's Barry's beating heart.
Is that Popeye's nerfing? Is that a Popeye's nerfing bit?
This is the pin.
Casey, you just get sexier every single second. Yeah.
Awesome. So,
The future's gonna be
the
so.
Archer PI app to see those little things.
You guys have been busy in Atlanta.
The future is gonna be so annoying with clothing, right? Walking around,
It's just gonna be an ad.
Guys, I looked up Pegger, and I gotta tell you something, I was right. I'm just saying.
It was something to do with
I'm just saying, back.
Are you right for 1940s though? Where did you look it up at?
I'm right
Yeah.
for every era, bro.
That's when it
Specifically,
started.
I'm not gonna read it out loud because apparently there are kids here. We've already ruined your lives
Why
with our
can't
show.
I just
But
have this one? Why can't I have this one, Aisha?
which one?
I got it right.
No, I believe in you and I love you. I just want to know, after you put on your fancy pants, someone wants to stick their pee in your foot.
I'm fine with that, as long as I have my pants pegged.
Before we open up the floor to questions, I want to tell you guys one other thing, and I want to tell you what we're doing next season.
We don't even know.
I've sworn
We
to
don't
quite
know.
a
We
few.
have no idea.
I know a little bit.
Well, that's not fair.
0.
It's spring 1939. Japanese invasion of China is underway. Germany just annexed Austria, and we're on the brink of invading Czechoslovakia. Even Italy has invaded someone. The world's on the brink of World War II. Meanwhile, scientists.
I'm sorry. I thought everyone was leaving, but they're just lining up. Sorry. I felt like people. I'm not interested in this story.
In the middle of this,
I will.
seaplane pilot and semi-functioning alcoholic Sterling Archer is drinking, screwing, gambling, and generally bumming around French Polynesia with a smart-ass parrot named Crackers. The season of Archer takes place on Meaty Mutu, a small, lush, volcanic island in the South Pacific. Welcome to Archer, Danger Island.
I voted for Whore Island, but nobody.
Would have made sense, yeah.
Nobody wanted to do that.
We've already
Aisha
done
will
that.
be Princess Lana Lua Kalalani.
And the parrot.
Did you get that right, Matt?
It was close.
And then Jessica will play Mallory Archer, the acid-tongued mother of Sterling, only instead of spy master, she's a bar owner, but's got some spying in her background. John Sterling Archer, who's basically Archer, except for he's got an eye patch and he's a sea pilot. Archer's loyal sidekick and co-pilot is the rough and ready and 100% female Pam. She and Archer have gotten into and barely out of various scrapes and jams all over the globe. Judy plays Charlotte Vandertunt, heiress who came to Meaty Mutu for her honeymoon, but her new husband caught her in bed with Archer and took off and left her there. Chris Parnell, who unfortunately couldn't join us today, will be playing Siegbert Fuchs, but it's pronounced Fuzz. Yeah, it's pronounced. He's a conniving German intelligence officer posing as a breadfruit exporter. And the audacious Scarlett McCall named Crackers is voiced by our own Lucky Yates.
Yes! The role I was born to play.
Last season, we loved it, but things got pretty dark pretty fast. And Adam Reed has been talking about just doing something that's fun and just having a blast with this season. And so we've basically stuck all these people on this tiny volcanic island, and we're just going to have as much fun as we can with quicksand, cannibals, super intelligent monkeys, a volcano, and a talking fucking parrot.
And a lot of boning.
Awesome. Well, with that note, I thought we might take some questions.
So I actually have to go.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I do have to leave. So yes.
But like, why are you?
I'm gonna go to the Vikings booth.
well, the rest of us will just stay here, I guess.
You're taking this very well, Matt.
Well, it's like I have a pre-planned bench. Hi.
Hi.
Say words.
My question is for Jessica Walters.
Walter.
There's no
Oh,
S.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Next.
You can do it. We believe in you so much.
No, please.
What's the question?
My question is, since you kind of get to say some of the more outrageous things on the show, when you get this script, do you kind of look at it and go, oh my God, they want me to say what? Or are you more excited to say the more ridiculous things?
Both. I'm excited to say them, and sometimes I don't even know what it means. But I ask. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Lovely hair.
Thank you. So my question is, if you could have any one of Krieger's inventions in real life, what would you have?
That's got to be you, Lucky. What was your Krieger invention that you would?
Oh man, there's so many good ones. Red Creek Tober? I don't know. I would go with a submarine that he built in a underground swimming pool. Or I'm a big fan of Piggly 3, which is not really even an invention so much as it's a human-eating radioactive pig. It's just sort of always been my favorite Krieger creation. I love Mitsuko too, but I feel as though calling her an invention is a little rude to her person.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to go with Piggly 3. Thank you for your question. Sailor something or other. Neptune? I don't know. don't know the sentence. Is that right?
Hi.
Fuck yeah!
What's your question?
So my question is, what Archer quotes do you find yourself using the most?
I'll
What
take
Archer
that.
quotes do you find yourself using the most?
The most.
Me? Everything I say. Is an Archer quote. So, yeah. Goodbye.
Okay, so is Gillette just eventually become a cyborg altogether?
This season, Gillette is actually, he's very heavily involved. He's on the island. He is actually the representative of the French Polynesian government and speaking French. It's pretty cool. He's not going to become a cyborg in this season. What do you think, Archer?
I didn't hear that one. Sorry, I was drinking.
Are you really sorry though?
I am sorry that I drink a lot. Yes. So if you'll excuse me, I'll have another drink.
Let's go quick.
Yep. Try to come back. There we go. Oh! You can't talk while I drink. Or can I?
What's your question, sir?
Hey everybody, I just wanted to know if you guys had an idea or a vision of how the series is going to end, or if you're just going to get to that eventually.
Let's
Never end. Never.
Everything ends. Everything ends.
No!
It does.
Archer, shut up. It's not gonna end.
It's all gonna come to an end.
No, it's not.
Shut up, Archie. You have another show to go to. We know.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm totally with you guys now.
This one's for the animated guy up there. Is Drunk Archer intentionally selling?
Could you get a tighter t-shirt? That thing is painted on.
Does Drunk Archer sound like McGurk? Is that intentional?
McGurk is always drunk, right? And so's Archer, yeah. Who's McGurk?
Someone's a Rush fan.
Yes, my question's on Rush. So my favorite character is Krieger. And
Yes, good man.
And I was wondering who gave Krieger the lovable Rush, the greatest band from Canada?
Yeah, that's a bad Thompson.
I
Casey
believe
Wilson.
that
I don't know what
when I think of Rush, and when I think Adam Reed thinks of Rush, it's a cerebral nerd band. They're great, but I think that there's that cult, highly intelligent for rock, and it really fits Krieger's personality really well. What do you think, Archer?
I like Jimmy Buffett.
That's surprising.
That is surprising.
What are you talking about? He's the best.
Name 3 of his songs that are not Margaritaville.
Return to Margaritaville. Stuck in Margaritaville. And the Margaritaville reprise.
Thank you.
Touche.
Just found the button.
By the way, I already like the Joker that's in line better than I like Jared Leto's Joker. So.
Archer shirt.
Yeah, I'm Aaron, and my favorite character is Pam, so my question is for Pam. I absolutely love how she adopts a new niche each season, especially Rasta Pam, and then when she was addicted to coke.
Don't do drugs, guys.
I was wondering if you could let us know what her next niche will be in the next season.
I don't know how much I can reveal, guys. Can I reveal
Well,
anything
she
about
is
Pam?
a mechanic and Archer's partner in their
Co-pilot.
She's
Co-pilot.
co-pilot in Archer's seaplane business as they get people to and from this French Polynesian island.
But does she still have big old titties?
She got big old titties!
So many children.
What's your question about big old titties, sir?
Oh, kitten.
Oh, thank you. I didn't have any other shirts, so I'll have
It's
that
super
I'll
cute.
It's actually about Seamus. Are we gonna see him again? Seamus?
The wee baby Seamus.
Archer, where's your damn baby?
I don't know. Probably not doing well. I send money. I do. I send money.
Where was the last place you saw your baby, Archer?
It was in the trunk?
Of a car?
Of a car. I put him on a pillow in a trunk.
So as soon as we find that car, we'll find that baby.
Thank you.
Isn't Seamus technically Cyril's kid?
That's correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should be asking Cyril that question.
Yeah, Archer has a child. Her name is Abigine. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Love her.
He's co-parenting actively.
Yes, hi.
I have a question for Archer. If you were ever approached to be cast as a cartoon character in a family television show about a man who runs a restaurant, would you take that opportunity?
Sounds very boring.
Hey.
Hi everybody. I love the show. I have a million questions, but I can only ask one. And it's for my favorite character.
No, you can actually ask a million. If you want, go for it.
It's for my favorite character, Mallory.
Thank God somebody said my name. My darling, go ahead.
And, I watched a lot of Arrested Development before I got into Mallory, I love Lucille. How much of Lucille do you see in Mallory?
First of all, let me just tell everybody that starting next week, we're going to film 15 more episodes. It'll be on Netflix in 2018. Now, the question was about the two intersecting characters.
Yes.
Well, they're pretty similar. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're pretty similar. But thank you for your lovely question.
What a huge blow-off.
Your cosplay is on fire, bro.
Thank you.
Why didn't you pick a better Joker, though?
No, that's just not fair. I love Jared Leto, but I just don't like him for Joker.
I'm a huge Jared Leto fan, so I
All right.
He's not a fan of anybody else, though, so it's all one-way love
Be
from that
nice,
guy.
everyone be nice.
I am Cesar Romero or bust, man.
Joker, what's your question?
So my question would be, what is the most embarrassing outtake that has actually occurred, and who did actually have made that?
Oh,
That was a good
I think the whole
question.
show was a series of outtakes.
Interesting.
What I always feel worse for is poor Amber stuffing her face with food and getting it in with us. So there's one point where she was like choking and like couldn't breathe.
One of the episodes, it was one of the early ones where you guys were making me eat a lot, and I was like, I don't have any food, and then Casey like scurried away to like the back area of this like shitty studio and found one of those gross like giant things of cheese balls. It only had like the bottom layer left that was just like coated in grease, and so he gave me like a bowl of cheese balls, and I came out and my script was just orange with like spit and grease. It was pretty disgusting. There's a lot of that happens.
Love you, Aisha.
Oh, thank you.
We love you.
Thank you, sexy Joker.
Hi, my question's for Sterling. I read in your book that one of the coolest things a person can do is to ride around in their car with the windows down, blasting Led Zeppelins when the levee breaks. And I tried that, and I just got dirty looks or yelled at, and my question is, what was I doing wrong?
Well, first off, it was you.
I figured I just needed to hear it for someone else.
Well, the song is good. The song is good. Good choice.
I think
I
you
was
should
just
blame
saying, I was-
everybody in your town. Fuck those people.
What kind of car, though?
So hard, right?
It's a sexy Lana.
Look at
guys.
sexy
It's a
Lana.
Sexy Lana.
Sexy Lana. We saw you at our booth today. I took a picture and I put it in my Instagram.
My question is for Lana Maker. Now that Archer has successfully slept through all of the highest class women, and he has nothing left or no one left to sleep with on that scale. And
I got some left.
There's always some. But now that you have Aberdeen, what's the likeliness that Lana is going to be able to settle and acknowledge Archer and get married?
Oh no fucking way.
You guys, wouldn't
There is
a wedding
no
episode be so much fun?
I would
A
let.
wedding episode would be so much fun.
It would be like, it's not that Lana doesn't love Archer, and it's obviously not that Archer doesn't love Lana. He's died for her a couple of times. He clearly, against his own will and self-awareness, loves her.
No.
But there's just, you do though, bro. You
I
do.
don't, bro.
You totally do, bro. It's not what
Not
you said
that
last
I do,
night,
bro.
bro. It's not what you said last night.
Not that. I was sleeping.
Yeah, so sleeping
That's a
man's
bad
words
thing
are
I did.
awake man's thoughts. But I will say this: I think that Lana is pretty clear that he's not marriage material, and also I think she doesn't want to give away half of her shit. And of the two of them, I'm sure she's the only one with an IRA and real estate and money in the bank. He's drunk everything and he's given blood at this point to get high. She's not marrying that guy.
I have a Russian bank account. It's fine.
He's super hot though. She'll bang him on a Saturday.
Thank you.
Obviously.
That's Shabbat, by the way. So I don't bang on.
After sundown. After sundown.
Do
Hey,
not
Crash.
bang on Shabbat.
Bandicoot.
So my question is for the cast. Do the characters have any favorite drinks? And if not, do you?
I think Aisha has a couple of favorite drinks. Would you say that's true, Aisha?
Aisha, what are they?
Aisha, what else is happening this weekend? Anything else?
Well, first of all, people probably know that I'm a very enthusiastic drinker. I'm a spirits enthusiast, not a drunk. There's a difference. But I have my own line of cocktails coming out in 2 months called Courage and Stone. They're ready to drink cocktails. You don't have to mix anything. Just pour it out and drink it, much like Archer's doing right now. You'll be able to buy an old-fashioned Manhattan and a gin old-fashioned in the store, pour it into a glass, put it in your face hole. That's happening this fall. I'm actually throwing a little private tasting tomorrow for a few select fans of mine that won a ticket to come drink with me on a Saturday afternoon. Because as we all know, day drinking is the most delicious drinking. But my favorite drink is probably a Negroni. Yeah, and then my second favorite drink is a Manhattan. And I think, I don't know, I think that's Sterling. What is Sterling drink?
I thought it was a Peggers.
That's later in the evening.
Archer, what's your favorite drink?
I drink whiskey, I think, right?
Yes.
Let me check. Oh no, it's that Courage and Stone shit.
It's delicious.
Archer, if you were doing a Courage and Stone commercial right now, how would that go?
Oh Lord.
Well, I'd be in a Nazi uniform.
I feel like that's off brand. I get tiny bits inside black.
I can't see from here.
I like drinking so much I started a whole company. That's how much I like to drink.
Hey Bob, you got a question for us?
Zombie Bob.
So you already said no cyborg Gillette, but will we see a peg leg Gillette or any other kind of leg loss or maybe another limb?
Well, Archer's got an eye patch. Krieger's a parrot. That's weird. There are super intelligent monkeys. For those in the audience who may be fans of monkeys that I know. As far as cyborgs go, one thing that we always try to do is to somewhat be relevant to the period of time. So we are going to be, right around World War II, and so we're a little bit limited by that.
Peg leg.
Peg leg, coming up for you.
That mustache looks painful. Hi.
Hi, how are you? You know, all this talk about peggers, our sign language interpreter must be having a field day today. Well, my question for each one of you is, what are some ideas in the show where you initially thought it was a stupid idea, but once it was put into the show, it actually turned out to be like one of the best episodes, one of the best segments? Don't rush to the question at once.
It's a heavy question.
But like,
Never thought anything that came up was stupid.
the whole show is stupid. But by that I mean like it's silly and playful and intellectual and weird. Every part of it is so ridiculous that like to question one part of the ridiculousness would unravel the entire carpet of Archer. But I will say that when I read the pilot, I remember thinking that the show is never going to get on the air because it's too smart and too funny and too dirty to ever make it on TV. And the only reason that we're still on after 8 seasons is because of you guys. Because, you know, our fans are, you know, obviously we have these incredible guys that make the show beautiful and make the show smart and funny, but for so long we were a cult hit, and it was because of you guys talking about it and telling people to watch it that we are, you know, where we are now.
I think a lot of times when the scripts come in, we feel stupid because I have to go and look up stuff on Wikipedia like 2 or 3 times a script.
Right.
To see.
Adam is so smart.
So smart.
He's super smart.
One more question. Last question from our
I hate
friend
it.
Colonel Sam.
Colonel Pam.
Colonel Pam.
You are the only people who've gotten that so far. So
Amazing.
You look incredible.
Perfect.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. You're on fire.
Colonel Pam, I gotta rush you up. What's the question?
Well, my question's about Pam. She's always been this, you know, self-confident, plus-size woman who can fuck anybody and do whatever. Did you have any concerns when you made her gender ambiguous this season, that you would lose that?
Did we lose that? Is that what you're asking?
Were you concerned that you might?
Were you guys concerned about that? Or did it just make that character even sexier?
Sexier!
I think it's up to everybody's own interpretation. I find her getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and that just makes somebody sexier and sexier. I think Amber was the first person to me that she was like, why do I have to gender identify this character? And I think that was really smart and cool. And we really enjoyed it.
And that's my favorite cosplay of all time. Thank you so much. That's incredible.
And seriously, thank you to everybody here. We absolutely love making this show. We love meeting all of y'all. That's right, I'm from the South. All of y'all. Also, I had to take one moment and thank some people that are helping us do something today. Backstage, we have Brian Fortney, our show's technical director, sitting back there making our live talk and our But mostly thanks to you guys. I can't wait for this new season, and I can't wait for it because we're really excited about just being light and doing fun, stupid stuff. I'm really excited to see it. Adam Reed's so great at what he does, and I'm so thankful for what he does, and it's going to be great. Also, I just love this cast. They're just so great. Casey Willis, our co-executive producer.